Hello everybody, Mr. Politics here, and welcome to another video. Starmer blocks Southport killer's life sentence. I'm not going to say his name. I never want to mention his name again. But it looks like people are starting to call for a life sentence for the Southport killer. And of course, Starmer, being the lawyer he is, the human rights lawyer, has blocked it. Not only him, but the rest of his human rights lawyer friends have blocked it. And the reason why he's done that is because he's been ordered by the UN, yes, the UN, to block it. Now, what gives the UN the right to meddle in the UK's business? What gives them the right to think that they can? That's the UN is a non-entity. It's past its sell-by date, and it's time it was replaced with something better. I mean, Starmer, we all know what Starmer is, don't we? He's a human rights lawyer, and of course, the reason why he's blocked the Southport killer's life sentence because he wants to obey international law, human rights. He thinks international law is as president over the UK. Well, I've got a bit of bad news for you, Starmer. It doesn't. The international law is not lord all over us. We can. Why don't we just ignore it? Why doesn't Starmer tell the UN to get lost? Or better still, to get stuffed and mind their own business. We've got enough trouble with the European Court of Human Rights. They're always interfering in our affairs, blocking deportations. But of course, Starmer, like the good human rights lawyer he is, he's going to go along with it. He thinks that's more important than anybody else's rights. He thinks that the killer, the Southport killer, has more rights than anybody else. This is I think this will end Starmer. It's going to end him once and for all. To see him blocking the Southport killer's 52-year sentence to make it a life sentence, it's going to finish him. It's finished. This kind of thing will finish him. He'll be gone at the next election. And he's only got himself to blame if he does lose the next one. But like I said, what gives the UN the right to think they can meddle in our business? Well, of course, we've got Starmer. He'll just let them. He'll just do as he's told. If the UN say you've got to respect international law, he'll do it. He doesn't care about Britain. Starmer doesn't. He doesn't care about Britain anymore. He's destroying us. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if halfway through the Southport killer's sentence that somebody doesn't start a campaign to get him free. And I wouldn't be surprised if the UN or the European Court of Human Rights don't say that he has to be released. You've got to release him. I wouldn't be surprised, don't be surprised if it doesn't happen, that one of those two organisations will interfere in our affairs and make us release him. It will happen. The do-gooders will, sooner or later, mount a campaign to get him released. You know, so don't be surprised, and if that happens, there will be trouble. I wouldn't be surprised if he's not released halfway through his sentence. and he's back out on the streets. But apparently he's been sent to Belmarsh prison, and that's not a very nice prison to be in, with all the rest of the prisoners, or the dangerous prisoners. And reports say that he's already got a bounty on his head. He's become a target, so he's got to watch his back, or he'll have to get somebody to watch his back for him. Anyway, that's the end of this video. Mr. Politics here signing off, and remember, don't believe the lies.